Have you ever seen a flying car before? If not, then what characteristics must a flying car have in the 21st century? Are flying cars different from every other four-wheeled car and sedan? In this video, we tell you everything you need to know about the Model A flying car. But before we start, please like and subscribe to this channel, and then sit back and relax. Much has been made about flying cars in recent years. We have come to understand that its viability is, in a sense, possible. However, in terms of cost and manufacturing effectiveness, there are currently no alternatives that make sense. The few projects that already exist in this area of mobility are in progress, and many of them have chosen to create what is known as an eVTOL, which loses the capacity to travel on asphalt. How the Model A project scaled. Is there still hope? Or do the latest failures conclusively prove that it has been rejected by the market? Recently, a brand new project with a variety of unique qualities entered the scene. It's a new technology with visual representations and another way of development. Even so, it should be noted that given its great complexity, it still requires a whole series of studies and analyses to be carried out. Particularly striking, yes, his image. Let us see, therefore, what are the keys to the project of which, until today, very little was known. It is a technology that stands out mainly for being a benchmark in the flight techniques that it would use, such as its state of development that only a few days ago a presentation was held at Draper University in San Mateo, California. Here are the keys that have been discovered regarding this particular model. How did Model A become a project that gets the best of cars and eVTOLs? The main characteristic of eVTOLs is the possibility of taking off and landing vertically. This is a key element that differentiates it from any other aircraft since it would guarantee its use in urban spaces. In case you didn't know, Aleph, who is the promoter of the Model A, has always criticized the need to have a runway of hundreds of meters so that existing flying car prototypes can take off and land. In the end, this kind of technology doesn't address an issue. What makes Model A completely different from other flying cars? Presented by Aleph, the Model A shows a very different option to all of the above. According to the World News, the Model A prototype has many differences from other flying cars in the world today. The creator of the prototype wanted to introduce various innovations to improve efficiency during the flight. The first thing that should be noted has been the commitment to creating a design that has managed to create a very low aerodynamic coefficient. In fact, in the image on the prototype you can see how the two axes are completely faired, that is, completely inserted into the body to avoid any air resistance. Now, where does your main hallmark reside? This has not yet been proven. Aleph has been especially critical of the driving mode of the conventional car prototypes that have already been able to carry out flight tests. The main mockery is related to the low efficiency they have in the air. The key to his concept, according to the presentation made a few weeks ago, is the position shift that would be provided mid-flight. Once the necessary height was reached following a vertical launch, the vehicle would rotate 90 degrees. Inside, the same action would be carried out so that the pilot and other possible occupants would not suffer the consequences of gravity. Once located in said position, the journey would be carried out. This modality would make it possible to reduce energy consumption during each of the flights, which would greatly improve the autonomy of the flying vehicle. As can be seen, we are faced with a particularly important variant, and with a great degree of development behind it. Well, up to what point can this alternative reach the production chain? The company, through its website, has its corresponding section to request a reservation. There are also two alternatives available, and they're the General and the Priority. If you want to guarantee a reservation, you will have to pay $150 through various payment tools. If, on the contrary, you want to be one of the first people to have a unit, you must pay a total of $1,500 as a deposit. Model A is designed to roll on the asphalt and fly to avoid traffic jams. Model A is a luxury vehicle that can travel on the road and in the air. This flying car, designed by the Aleph Aeronautics Company, whose price will be $300,000, will be able to roll on the asphalt and fly to avoid traffic jams. To date, The silhouettes of the models of flying vehicles that have been presented are more similar to those of small airplanes or helicopters than to real cars. In addition, these eVTOLs need large spaces to take off and land, which means that, in many cases, they are not entirely practical. The company Aleph Aeronautics, based in Santa Clara, California, is building what they define as the definitive solution to modern congestion problems. How real is Model A? It's a real flying car, just like the ones in sci-fi movies, that will enable faster and easier daily commutes powered by patented technology that lifts the vehicle without the need for tracks. This means that the driver could avoid a traffic jam by rising above the rest of the vehicles and returning to the road once the congestion has been cleared. We are all a dream. The Model A, which comes with a carbon fiber body and presents a futuristic style designed by Harish Razati, a designer who has worked with Jaguar and Bugatti, will have a distributed electric propulsion system, software flight stabilization, and traction on all 4 wheels. In addition, it has 8 motors integrated into the wheels. You will also be able to detect and avoid obstacles and will have a parachute. There are no exposed propellers for added safety, sound deadening, and space savings. Its range will be 321 kilometers on the road and 177 kilometers in the air. The initial top speed will be 56 kilometers per hour, although this will be increased as the new models they have in mind progress through certification. The company intends to market this vehicle in 2025. Its starting price will be around $300,000, about 300,127 euros at current exchange rates, approximately, and it can already be reserved. Should we expect more from Aleph Aeronautics? But this is not the only design they have in mind. By the year 2030, they hope to build the Model Z, a flying vehicle with a capacity for about 4 people whose price will be much lower, $35,000, which is about 35,014 euros at current exchange rates, and with which they hope to reach more drivers. This will have a range of 644 kilometers on the road and 321 in the air. Aleph Aeronautics is currently looking for investors, although it has recently gained the support of Tim Draper, a well-known American investor who has invested in other large corporations such as Tesla, SpaceX, Skype, and Twitch. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, the subscription button, and the notification bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded from this channel. Please share your thoughts about Model A, the most luxurious and world's first flying car, in the comment section below. Thank you.